No shots, no pills, no machines. Pay very close attention to the next 5 minutes, and we can change your life forever. Pain pills are the largest killers of your body, especially your immune system. Use your brain, not your fingers or your wrist, to open a bottle of pills. Pay attention to everything you see and hear, and you can become a new person. This is myotherapy. Find your trigger points, and you will know part of the secrets and puzzles that have kept most of us in the dark regarding pain. Welcome to Myotherapy Mondays. I'm Laura Lee. I'm your host. I'm a master myotherapist, a Bonnie Pruden myotherapist. Myo means muscle, therapy means to heal, which means muscle therapy, but Bonnie Pruden myotherapy is a technique under the guise of myotherapy. So I'm going to be showing you Bonnie Pruden myotherapy through Laura Lee's mailbag at gmail.com. And what I'm welcoming is you to send a letter, and I'll give you information at the end of the video on how to get into this mailbag. So let's see here. What do we have? Let's see. So I'm just going to go ahead and read the letter. And like I said, I'm going to give you information at the end of the video if you want to send in some information or some questions. Dear Laura Lee, I'm a young football player and love the sport. Groin pulls are a big issue for a lot of football players. What can we do to avoid this ruin the game troublemaker? Brent from Minnesota. Well, Brent, that is a good one, and if you're willing to, I can show you about that. With you football players really overuse and injure your muscles a lot, and that causes trigger points, and that's what we work with myotherapy. Trigger points are one component of it. The other component of it is corrective movements, which re-educate the muscles, because if the muscle's been used to being in spasm for a long period of time, you have to let them know through spaced repetition how to do it different. But what I'm going to show you, Brett, is the tools that you would use. You would use this wooden dowel, which is a bodo, and you use this crook in order for to work on your muscles. Because I'm sure that groin pull is not your only issue, or your friends and buddies. Here is a booklet, BonniePrudenMyotherapy.com. Go to it, order the book, and it will show you step by step on how you can get rid of your own pain using trigger points the Bonnie Pruden way. So, groin point, what you're going to do is you're going to use this wooden dowel. You put it up against the wall, and the idea is to use a compression technique to get rid of the trigger point. Because I'll give you myotherapy in 1 minute or less, or what a trigger point is in 1 minute or less. Here we go. Myo means muscle, therapy means to heal, and what we're doing is working with trigger points. And trigger points are sore spots that get stuck in the muscles when you overuse or injure a muscle. They lay late in their sleeping until you become emotionally, physically stressed, and they light up like a light switch, send a message to the brain. The brain responds with spasm because it's always protecting the body, so a pain spasm cycle starts. Most people run to the medicine cabinet, or they chill out, or they don't do their event or their sport or whatever it is, or play their musical instrument or whatever it is. They just don't do it because they can't. But if they chill out for 3 days, it seems to simmer back down and it's okay. But it will recycle again. So myotherapy actually gets to the chase, gets to the source, which is the trigger point, by cutting that pain spasm cycle, by defusing the trigger point. And how we do that is we use ischemic compression, which means you go in slow, you hold for 7 seconds, you release slowly, and you move on to the next trigger point. Releasing slowly is a key component in going in slowly because feedback is needed. On a scale of 1 to 3, 1 it's just pressure. You're not on a trigger point. 2 is like a sensation. It could be sharp or hurt so good, or dropping a pebble in water, but it's okay with your body. 3, it's painful. So if you say 3, the person who's working on you, if you're working on yourself, you back off. If you think it's a 1 and you're not feeling anything, press harder and until you find a 2. So just so you know, you are in control when it comes to working with trigger points. The other aspect of it is the corrective movements. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you about the groin pull. You're going to put this against the wall, and you're just going to follow your instructions out of this book here, which is a nice valuable book, and they also have charts that you can use too. And you're just going to press in and go slow in, holding for 7 seconds. And then you're going to release slowly, and you're going to go to the next trigger point. Now I'm working in a pants pocket, like we have, imagine a pants pocket and then a triangle inside of each pants pocket. That's the starting point. And again, it'll show you in here, you go step by step. And then it tells you to do 3 on the side to get underneath that gluteal muscle. And then you're going to go ahead and work on like your belt line where you bend at your side and crease. You go over to your spine, never pressing on the spine, always just press on the muscles because that's what we're working on, not bones. And then you're going to go along and you're going to be holding it for how long? 7 seconds. You got it. And then you can't reach anymore. So you just can't reach anymore. So what you do is you grab this tool and you use it as leverage, meaning where this hand is, I'm just pressing upward. I'm not struggling and pushing, I'm pressing upward on it. And then you can go on the side too. So you can play with this a little bit and this to be able to work on all the trigger points in your body. So the next thing that you're going to do for a groin pull is there is muscles on this side of the body that match the muscles that are on the other side of the body, which that's where the groin pull is. So you're going to go, we always work toward the pain. So you're going to go and you're just going to press in and follow along the diagram, and then you're going to just press along the outside of your leg, holding for 7 seconds. You got it. And then you're going to turn at the knee, and then you're going to come back, like a stripe up your leg. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to lie on the floor or get on a table like I have here, and here just lay the wooden dowel onto the, like that, and then you just lay your leg into it like that. And if you need to, you might need to lean in forward a little bit to get in between those tight hamstring muscles. And then the diagram will show you how to go up your leg for your hamstrings. And then for your calf muscles right here, you can work like this if you can bend over. But if you're a big muscle guy, you're probably not able to reach that far. So what you're going to do instead is you're going to go like this, using the wooden dowel like this, and then pressing in. Holding for 7 seconds. You got it. Okay, and then you can put it on its side. That feels so good. I just love it. Anyway, and then that's the easiest way for that. Then you need to work on the inside of your leg. And what you can do is prop a pillow here, because again, football players aren't very flexible necessarily. Hopefully that's changing, but anyway, strength instead of flexibility. So put a pillow here, and then start below your knee. Again, the book will tell you what to do. But the key is to start below your knee. You can use your wooden dowel. You can use your elbow if you want to. I usually bare my elbow so I can feel it better. Okay, and then that's for the inside of your leg. Ooh, this is the groin. So what you want to do is actually you want to work on the quadriceps first. So how you work on the quadriceps is you can just take the wooden dowel and press along the center. And again, this book will tell you as you go page by page where to go, holding for 7 seconds. You got it. You can cup it with your other hand because a lot of times your muscles are so tight it'll flip it off of there. Or you can use your elbow and then using it like that. So you got a couple options there. Okay, now back to the inside of the leg. So you're going to work on this. By this time, your muscles are settled down all the way around it, and this is going to be hypersensitive. So you're going to go ahead and just work on that, and that will be the last place that you will work on for this session. And then what you're going to do is you're going to be doing some corrective movements. And one of the main corrective movements that you're going to be doing is a thing called thread the needle. The reason why I show you this exercise is because it's such an all-around exercise. You're going to get on your hands and knees. You can do the standing up, by the way, too, if it's inconvenient for you to get on your hands and knees. I can show you that, too. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your hand through here, put your ear down to the ground, and then you're going to come up looking at your hand all the way. You're going to come down, and then you're going to come up. Now, all these exercises, for demonstration purposes, I'm only doing them a couple times, but you're going to be doing these 4 times each throughout the day. So that's called thread the needle. And there's a couple other ones that I'd like to show you too, but I don't want to show you too many because that can confuse you. So one of the key ones for you is the crossovers, which is aiming your belly button forward and just crossing your legs over like this, over the center line basically. You could go in the back too if you want, just for variety. But just remember not to twist like this, but to do forward, okay? So that works on the outside leg, which is really key for you. So the flexibility bounce, I'm going to turn to my side. You put your feet pointing forward, a little bit wider than hip length apart. Put your hands on the small of your back. Come straight down, looking up toward the ceiling, looking at the goal to be parallel with the floor with your back. And then come down, and then turn, and then come down, parallel again. Come down, and where you should be feeling this is in your hamstrings. If you're feeling it in your back at all, then you don't want to do this one. You're way too tight. So what you want to do instead is you want to do what we call the heel cord stretch. And I will demonstrate that here with this pretend chair. This is not a pretend stair. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you're on the stairs. We're just saying these are stairs. And you're going to come down and drop your foot below parallel. So I might have to demonstrate it this way. So below parallel meaning below the stair. With your toes pointing forward. Do 4 of them and then point your toes in and do 4 of them. And then point your toes out doing 4 of them. Okay, do nice and easy. And whenever you see stairs, just the more you do, the better you are off, because you're teaching the muscles where they need to do and where they need to go. So that's the heel cord stretch. Now there's another stretch too, that is the putting your feet together and then just bend your knees forward. And then bend your knees to the side and bend your knees to the other side. Forward. And do not lift your heels up, okay? Now there's a trick to this, which is really interesting. You can only go this far, but if you put your arms out forward, you can come all the way down. So there you go. Okay? So I hope that helps. Groin pulls. This is a key exercise. After you do all those exercises, do this one then. This is the thigh shift. This is the nice easy one. This is stretching that groin pull. And you're going to be doing these 4 times a day, 4 times each, to get the muscles to have the idea where they need to go, so then you won't be in pain. If you have any more questions at all, Brent, Laura Lee, mailbag@gmail.com or myotherapyhealthcare.com or P.O. Box 64, Avila Beach, California, 93424. So the bottom line here, that gets you in the mailbag, by the way. What we're doing here is removing trigger points, we're reinforcing with 4 to 6 sessions, and then we're doing corrective movements according to protocol and to individuals. And you do that, and before you know it, you are pain-free or you are relieved substantially. So take this serious, see how it goes, ask me any questions. I'm here to serve and to help you help yourself. Because loving life and life loving you back is really a wonderful gift that we have as humans in general. Can't do it when we're in pain, but when we're out of pain, things are way better. So we'll see you on the next video. Give me a call and subscribe if you like. Bye-bye for now.